about an asylum
Point
application.
to me something in the record where it was raised to the BIA.
I will, if I may continue. I have a cite to it. And then number two, to any extent that it may not have been satisfied below, as explained in petitioner's reply to the response brief, the exhaustion requirement can be waived. Regarding number one, the exhaustion requirement having been satisfied below, petitioner, albeit through a note...
Could you give us the site to where it was exhausted below? Then you said you have the site, but I think...
Well, I have the place both where the initial immigration judge's denial of due process was raised in the petitioner's appeal brief to the BIA.
So tell us where it is.
I will.
We'll hear it, but that's not a very satisfying response. So when you come back and do this again, that's something you ought to be able to give us when it's asked, not tell us you'll tell us later. But we'll wait to hear it later.
Well, I just wanted to set out where I'm going ahead of time.
And we're looking for an answer to the question. And if you have two judges asking you the same question, then ordinarily that's when you want to answer the question.
Yes, I agree.
Any way to distinguish it? I mean, I understand you object to the premise of that.
I hope you can find one.
Well, what you want us to do is overrule the Supreme Court.
I want you to find a way to help me distinguish this, Judge. I am very disturbed.
Well, you can be disturbed in your own time. Why are you intruding on mine?
Well, because
I can't reverse the Supreme Court.
Because I want you to be disturbed too.
Well, if I am disturbed, it's for arguments that have nothing to do with reality.
I understand.
I was talking about that dream that I have all the time where you find...
Hello? I'm sorry, I have to take this. Yes? Well, she's right here.
That fake phone.
She'll be right down. What else is going on?
More storms coming. More storms coming my way.
Represented that all conditions preceded had been met.
Correct.
And it wasn't true, was it?
No, it was true. And I can't, I haven't seen the letter, but we have...
Letter?
Are you really suggesting that you don't know?
No, I'm suggesting that we have, when our client...
Listen to me. You're not telling us that you don't know whether the acceleration letter was sent or not. I hope you're not saying that.
No, I'm saying that when we get a referral, it shows us on the information that we receive from the client that when the demand letter expires.
You know it was not sent, don't you?
I've never in my 15 years had a case where a demand letter was not sent.
Do you know, Judge Black has asked you, was it sent in this case or not? Yes or no? That's a very simple question.
No, I understand that, but I have not seen it because it wasn't raised as an issue in the case.
So you're saying because it wasn't raised, you don't know the answer to that question?
I would
That's
have
your
to
answer?
say that I would rely on our business records on the referral that stated.
I'm sorry, sir. You didn't show your opponent
This is
your demonstrative aid?
Excuse me?
You didn't show your opponent your demonstrative aid before this oral argument?
This is actually on page 4 of the brief. All I did was just color in some lines to make the property lines a little bit
fairly
easier.
straightforward yes or no question. Did you show this man before this oral argument?
I did not show this particular board to this man before this.
All right. Do you need a minute or two to look at this?
And the forecast calls for pain. The forecast calls for pain.
No, Your Honor, I thought my appendices had gotten over, and I apologize. I did not know.
Court orders? Do court orders mean anything?
Yes, Your Honor, very much so. So, sir,
You know what happens, what can happen if somebody doesn't follow a court order and other courts?
Most certainly, Your Honor. And I apologize. It was a secretarial mistake, and I apologize.
You're trying to blame it on your counsel.
No, Your Honor.
You're the one who took the bar exam, right?
I am, Your Honor. I'll take full responsibility.
Your secretary that didn't get something done.
No, I will take full responsibility. It was my fault. I did not follow it.
How long have you been a member of the bar?
Less than 2 years, Your Honor.
Less than 2 years.
Yes,
okay. Counsel, you may not be off to a very good start.
Tell me what have I done to deserve this? What have I?
Mr. Gambini, are you mocking me with that outfit?
Mocking you? No, I'm not mocking you, Judge.
Then explain that outfit.
I bought a suit. You seen it. Now it's covered in mud. This town doesn't have a 1-hour cleaners, so I had to buy a new suit. Except that the only store you could buy a new suit in has got the flu. You get that? The whole store got the flu. So I had to get this in a secondhand store. So it's either wear the leather jacket, which I know you hate, or this. So I wore this ridiculous thing for you.
And so, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I rest my case.
Mr. Hutt, do you know you're not wearing any pants?
What? Ah!